Welcome to The Wandering Bard. I am Jeremy Grafe. Lori's behind the production desk.
It's true.
And,
Or sometimes I can be on camera. See? I'm with you. I'm like with you.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. I don't know. We're trying something new. Why not?
We've leveled up again.
I mean, it's always been there. I just kind of was like,
What's this button do?
What's this button do?
Well, if you're new, welcome. Do say hi in the chat on whatever platform you're on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to post comments on Facebook.
That's
so
true.
if you're there and you want to enter the VIP lounge, point your browser to twitch.tv/Jeremy Grafe Music, and you will be able to join us in the VIP lounge.
Yeah.
You will also have an improved audio and visual experience.
Yeah, look at us.
Anyway, wherever you are, I do hope that you will subscribe to the channel where you are and like it and share with friends, because I am going to be playing some music tonight. Some will be some originals that veterans of the show should recognize, and I'm also working on a few things that will be showing up this season at Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair when I am playing solo. The first song, Una Matica, is going to be one of those. It's one of my favorite in the Sephardic repertoire. And there will be several new Sephardic songs that are added to the repertoire for this season, as well as some new Swedish songs and a couple new English songs. And maybe a couple new French ones and German ones as well, if I can get those in hand. So I'm pretty excited about it. That's only a few weeks out. I am currently playing at the Maryland Renaissance Festival with my good friends in Wine and Alchemy, Roxanne and Vid. We are having a blast. We just had our first weekend. I'm going to talk about that a bit more later. For now, I'm going to be playing one of the Swedish songs that should be showing up this season a good bit, especially when Jordan shows up with his Nyckelharpa. He's going to be guesting one weekend in October, so do make sure if you are anywhere nearby you get tickets for that weekend. That will basically be the Lemning preview for those of you who didn't get to see us in Connecticut, as our friend Matt did. So, anyhow, am I forgetting anything? Of course not.
No.
We can get to it later.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah, let's get to some more music. Fagerström and Ros, which is one of the Swedish songs that Jordan taught me. Really cool song. We like to say it's about female empowerment as a young woman sees someone she is interested in at a dance and is very interested in making sure that what she wants happens pretty much right then. So if you speak Swedish, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you'll just have to take my word for it. Anyhow, I've gotten to play a whole lot of new music with Wine and Alchemy over the last few weeks. I learned 30 songs for them. A lot of them are Balkan or Turkish or Greek. Many are of the Roma people. So not a lot of singing in English. A little bit of singing in Spanish. There's a little bit of Sephardic stuff going on. They do a really cool version of Alla Una, which is in a different key and a very different groove from the one that I'm used to playing with y'all, which is pretty cool. It's been really fun getting to play with a harmonium and a hurdy-gurdy and a Turkish saz and a Greek bouzouki. Yeah, it's been a blast. It's been a minute since I've seen him on the show, but David Hansen made my Cittern, and it is the most work my Cittern's had since I bought it. So that has been cool. When we play a lot of the medieval stuff, there's a lot of drones on stage. We sound like there's more than 3 of us, which is pretty cool with acoustic instruments. Anyway, so that's been a blast. It's been warm. Maryland sold out for opening day, which I heard some people say that wasn't like a first, but that's pretty impressive anyway, because I think the cap was like 20,000 people, that's impressive. And Maryland Renaissance Festival is quite large, and it didn't seem that crowded to me, which was nice. So the grounds are gorgeous. I love the way that it's laid out. I love the way that the whole Shire looks. It's a really magical place.
So
Yes.
to clarify, somebody on Facebook, we can see your comments, but we can't comment back. They wanted to know if you play hurdy-gurdy, so we just want to clarify.
I don't play hurdy-gurdy. Yeah. So to be clear, Roxanne is either playing hurdy-gurdy or harmonium, which is kind of like an ancestor to the accordion. It's basically like a pressurized bellows, and you play a keyboard with your other hand as you're pumping it with your left. And Vid is playing saz and Greek bouzouki. So, to be clear, thank you for your question. The hurdy-gurdy, I do have an interest in that. Unfortunately, to get a half-decent one, just to play with it for a while, it's pretty expensive. And it's hard to get one that's well-made, and it's really hard to get one that doesn't require a lot of fiddly maintenance, which I'm not sure that I want to sign up for. Although, I will say, the hurdy-gurdy generates a lot of interest. So, there's that.
It's all the turning.
Yeah.
The crank.
Yeah, people love
It's
them
the
some
crank.
cranky instruments.
The crank. And the tuning. The endless tuning.
Yeah, the endless tuning. Well, medieval instruments never really had a very accurate tuning anyway, other than the ear of the person doing the tuning. So, if it's a little off, that's more period correct, shall we say.
I'm going to jump in one more time just because the Facebook comment is from Brian. But it was playing hurdy-gurdy gets you free lemon ginger cookies, just saying. So now you know.
Meaning Bear?
Yeah, now you know who it is.
Oh, all right, Bear. Well, you get other Brian and Eric and Todd to hire Wine and Alchemy for one of the Connecticut fairs and Lemning.
Yeah. So
and not only will you get a hurdy-gurdy, you'll get a nickel harpa as well.
Brian, you make the best cookies.
He really does.
Hands down.
Yeah, so check out Bear and Company cookies. The lemon gingers are fantastic. I mean, everything that the guy makes is magical, but the Connecticut Ren Fair is opening next weekend. Is that right, Brian? And you will find him next to the Gourmet Coffee Shop, if I remember correctly. So go and check him out. That's Bear and Company cookies. If you're not in the Connecticut area, you can order them online. And actually, you can get a dozen of them, and it's not really that expensive to have them shipped. He made a batch of the lemon gingers for Lori and I, which I bought for Lori as kind of a celebratory surprise when I came home. And she was quite happy. Yeah. So thanks, Brian. Yeah. So we're going to put that link up. Go ahead and follow that. Really, you can't go wrong with anything that Bear makes. It's all good stuff. So, yeah, say hi to one of our wonderful sponsors, Bear and Company Cookies. Anyhow, I do have more music. So I've been kind of relearning or learning a lot of Owen Fife's repertoire. For those of you who don't know, Owen was a beloved balladeer on the Ren Fair scene and was taken from us too soon by cancer about 12 years ago. And the echoes of his kind spirit and incredibly beautiful tenor voice stay with us. So one of Owen's signature songs is an old English folk song called Daphne, which is about the nymph Daphne. I never felt that it was completely satisfying, though, the two verses that he sang, because Daphne was pursued by the god Apollo. And as it turns out, however charming, when there is a balance of power that favors the powerful but charming male, it's not great for the poor woman who's getting unwanted advances. So she tries to run away from Apollo because she's sworn an oath to the goddess Diana to remain a virgin, and Apollo will not take no for an answer. So Daphne takes off and calls out for help. Her father was a river god who turns her into a tree. And that is not really the end of the story that most of us would want to see. So the way that the song originally ends, it's not entirely clear like what happens, and it's definitely more from Apollo's perspective. So I'm telling you all of this in case you might not know the mythology, but also because it's some context why I wrote a third verse for this song. So if you're expecting it to end after 2, hang on for a minute, and I will hopefully add a verse that says something about the importance of consent. From fair Phoebus did fly, the west wind most sweetly did blow in her face. Her silken scarf scarce sheltered her eyes. The god cried, "Oh pity," and held her in chase. "Stay, nymph, stay," cried Apollo. "Tarry and turn thee, sweet nymph, stay. Lion or tiger doth thee follow? Turn thy fair eyes and look this way. Oh, turn, oh pretty sweet, and let our red lips meet. Pity, oh Daphne, pity, pity. Pity, oh Daphne, pity me." She gave no ear unto his cry, but still did neglect him the more he did moan. Though he did entreat, she still did deny, and earnestly prayed him to leave her alone. pity, pity, pity for Daphne laurel tree. Daphne, a slightly new, revamped version for a more modern audience, I hope. And a song that I will hopefully be playing quite a bit on the Shire of Mount Hope in just a few weeks when I start my solo run on September 16th. Remember, kids, that's usually about the time of year where the season starts to sell out every day. And the entrance caps at Parf are smaller than Maryland. So do get your tickets ahead of time. I think we're going to have a really great run. I have a lot of friends that are also on Shire, so although in the bill it says that I'm going to be solo, I may have friends dropping in for a set or two during the day. I'm not quite sure how many shows a day I have yet or where they are, but I'm hopefully going to be able to tell you that by next week. So I hope I will see more than a few of you around Shire. But before then, I have a whole other weekend with Wine and Alchemy at Maryland Renaissance Festival. So again, similarly, you might want to get your tickets ahead of time, especially if you think you're going to come out on a Saturday, because they're already selling out. And I will say, it was absurdly hot on Saturday, and we still sold it. Sold out.
I'm looking forward to the weekend.
Yeah.
Here I am. Whee!
She didn't get to go at all this weekend.
Yeah, I didn't go. It just didn't work out, but that's okay. So I have 3 days to go next weekend to kind of explore, to take video and do all the pictures and all that stuff, and then basically explore. I'm pretty excited because the food offerings are a lot different than a lot of other places, and very like Maryland in some, like, you know, like the crab cakes and the crab.
They have a crab pretzel.
A crab pretzel. So I'm pretty excited for Maryland's food game. It looks really good. So yeah. Yay. Food and music, of course. And like there's a ton of acts there that I haven't got to see. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay, magically going away now.
Magically going away, she says. So, I'm hoping that I get a couple sets in some of the kind of quieter little nooks and crannies around the Shire of Mount Hope, because I have a few really delicate ballads that might play on a bigger stage, but I'm imagining these will probably work a little bit better in the herb garden or some of the other like little more intimate spots on Shire. And so this is, I want to say, a 17th century poem that was set to music and only shows up on Owen Fife's first record. And it's just him and his guitar. And I think he has another player also playing guitar with him. But really gorgeous song, originally a poem by Abraham Crowley. Go bid the needle his dear north forsake, to which with trembling reverence it doth bend. Go bid the stone a journey upward make, go bid the ambitious flame no more to ascend, and when false to their own notions prove, then shall I cease thee and thee alone to love. You who men's fortunes in their faces read, to find out mine, look not, alas, on me, but mark her face and all the features heed, for only there is writ my death destiny. For if stars show it, gaze not on the skies, but study the astrology of her eyes. If thou find their kind and propitious rays, what Mars and Saturn threaten, I'll not fear. Perchance it be the fate of mortal days is read in heaven, but oh, my heaven is here. What can men learn from stars they scarce can see? Two great lights rule the world and her to me.
Oh yeah. Very exciting. Good things, good things.
Oh yeah.
What do we got next on that list?
What do I have next on that list? Well, you know, it's a song that I used to play a lot more and haven't lately, but I'm pretty sure will make Carlos very happy.
Oh yeah, this one.
This one.
Everyone will be happy.
Everyone will be happy?
Yeah.
All right, if you say so. And that is Dragon from the Subaltern Project record Vision in Exile, which I'm still really proud of, and it's a few years old now. I had some friends help me with the recording of that. There are some really great guest performances. There's a really cool acoustic solo by my friend James Gagliardi, and a ton of wonderful electric guitar solos by Andy Thomas, who, if you don't know his stuff, the guy's an incredible guitar player. So do check that out. It is on all the streaming. Or if you are feeling like you are in a place where you can do it, go on over to jeremygrafemusic.com and maybe consider becoming a subscriber there. For $5 a month, you can download my entire catalog, and I am probably going to have some really cool extras that I'm going to be putting up on the website in the next 3 months. So if you're looking to hear a bunch of really cool music, that would be a good place to do it. Also, it does things like it helps me stay on the road by buying new gear and paying for the software to run this show and to record. So for those of you who don't know, most software packages these days are subscription-based and they're reoccurring. So every little bit helps. I am so grateful for the people who are partnering with us to keep the live stream going and also to record. There are a bunch of new recording projects that I'm going to be working on this fall, and I'm hopefully going to get those done before the end of the year. So that's kind of contingent upon how many live gigs that I get. So on one hand, I sort of want the work, and on the other hand, I want to be able to stay home to finish, because I've got like 14 songs that are maybe ready to go. I'm sure I'll probably drop that down to like 10, but I've got like an hour's worth of music regardless, and I'm really stoked to be able to share it with you. So yeah, there you go. And also going to be recording a new Lemning record, well, the first Lemning record, and that's Jordan and I. So a lot of guitar and a lot of nickel harpa and probably some recorder and some other things in there. So keep your eyes on the website. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff going on in the next few months. Also, if you sign up for the newsletter, you'll get a free album that I pretty much just made for the subscribers. It is available publicly, but it was a few months back. I wanted to do a show, and what ended up happening? I got sick or something? Oh no, there was no recording. The recording of the show went away, but I was really happy with the demos that I made for practice, so I just released those. And like, they're really stripped down. Like, it's one track. It's just my voice and guitar, so it's a little nerve-wracking, and there's nowhere to hide, but I still feel pretty good about it. So yeah, anyway.
Something to listen to when you're like missing the Monday night. You're like,
That's right.
Oh, it's like Thursday. I could really listen to some Jeremy Grafe right now.
That's right.
Driving in the car somewhere or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, another song, the next song is going to be on the next album, more than likely. Of everything that I've written in the last year or two, this is probably one of the songs that I'm the happiest with, although I've definitely spent enough time kind of polishing and repolishing. So, Delphine. She is a window. She is a gateway. A saint and a martyr conduit, and then reborn. Knowing all unknowing, So here's a question for everybody who's tuned in. Say, for example, I were to make maybe not all of these shows, but some of these shows available for subscribers to the website. Would that be of interest as a perk? I've been playing around with adding some new ideas to that. Like what would make it like what would make it feel like a better partnership for us? So subscribing is $5 a month, which is like less than the cost of a pint of beer or a latte.
Yeah, for sure.
And like the music would be yours to download. So like would it be of interest if subscribers would maybe get recordings of all of these live streams that you could download and then you could take with you wherever you went, on the phone or on another device? And I guess a second question to go along with that, if it were, would you want just the songs or would you want like some of the chatter? So please post that up in the chat. Wherever you are, we will get to see it. And
if none of that interests you, what interests you?
Yeah.
Like, what would be something cool, like an idea that you have?
Because I'm very grateful for everybody that uses, and here's another way that you can support the channel. You can actually use this benefit if you're a Prime subscriber on Amazon. You actually get a free Twitch channel to subscribe to every month. And a bunch of you have done that, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah. But I would really prefer it if people would be on the website for a lot of reasons. One is Amazon won't get 50% of the subscription money, which maybe is not the greatest thing to say on air, but if you want to support an artist directly, that's one of the best ways to do it. It's kind of challenging making a living as a musician, because recordings used to be the way that we made most of our money, and that's definitely not true in this age of streaming. So finding ways to partner with those of you who have been so faithful and have been so supportive is definitely something that we want to do. So if, like Lori said, if maybe, having a few of these shows as exclusives for subscribers isn't the thing, what is?
Hey, is your music on Spotify?
It is. And I get like 1/1000th of a cent for every stream.
Yeah. It was just a question.
It is. And actually, it's on, I think, pretty much it is on every major streaming platform and several dozen that aren't.
Yeah.
But
can you get to that through your website?
You can,
okay,
but
good.
all the music is on the website too.
Oh,
and you
true.
can, another great way to help artists, not just me, is if they're selling music on their website, buy it there, because they will get the biggest cut. It's a blessing to be able to make a living playing music for such wonderful people, but it is a challenge, and it's definitely appreciated when people are partnering with us along those lines.
Absolutely.
So,
also, we're streaming on Facebook. Hello, everybody out on Facebook, if you're watching. We can see your comments, but we can't comment back. So, hello, Andrew. Andrew Combs says, hello, Jeremy.
Oh, hey, Andy. How's it going, man?
So, hello out there. Anybody else who's out there, hello.
Hello, Facebook.
Hello, Facebook.
If you want the VIP experience, come to Twitch.
Come over to Twitch, or you can watch on YouTube, too.
That's true.
Jeremy has a channel on YouTube if you have an account.
Yep. And, of course, the VOD will stay up on Twitch for another 2 weeks, and will stay up indefinitely on YouTube, which is kind of nice. Should probably play some more music. That's why we're all here, right? Music in these pictures Tears are filled with beauty, invites me into reverie. Weightless apex bask in rust. Come once more to gravity. The siren sounds nearby distress. Spill into my reverie. I'm not strong, but I'll try because so much of this world is wrong. There's so much that I love, and yet the road to correction's long. We've come close before, but I can't hold on to hope for long. Pull me in, hold me tight, help me stand for the change to come. There's music in these pictures, the longing sound of weeks and days, wonders you discover, to tread on tempting while day waits. Hey, wooden instruments. So, one of the things that doesn't happen a lot on this show, because usually I'm a lot more tuning stable, is tuning.
All the tuning right now, just for you guys. Look at that tuning. Woo.
Yeah. I guess that's one disadvantage of not having a bowed instrument.
That's true.
With a bowed instrument, you can just keep playing.
I'm gonna be like zone in on that tuning.
All right.
I put my magic face up there.
Did you really?
Yeah, while you were tuning.
That's kind of you. Nobody wants
Well,
to
I
watch
mean,
me tune. It's
I
not
put
exciting.
my micro magic face.
Micro magic face?
Yeah, it's like a little screenshot next to your face.
Well, I guess that's better than a magic mic face. This is a family show after all.
So when I turn this way, it looks like we're talking to each other.
Oh,
like
really?
On the screen,
That's exciting. Through the magic of television.
Dual screens and funny things.
Mm.
Just being silly now. Matt said, that's a lot of strings.
Yeah, it is.
Indeed.
So,
My guitar goes toony, 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 toony.
I don't have a trombone. That's the best I can do.
That's true. It still works though.
Yeah. So,
hey, are we where are we headed here?
what do you mean, where are we headed?
What do we got left? What's going on?
Well, we've got a couple songs left in us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wrote this song the week that Russia invaded Ukraine, and there's a lot of different kinds of courage, but there's a very special kind of courage when a senior citizen will walk up to a soldier and harangue them for being in her country, and then offer him a pack of sunflower seeds to put in his pockets so that he can die and become a fertilizer for said flowers. And I wrote this for the strength and encouragement of the Ukrainian people generally, but especially for that brave woman who did just that. Take these seeds with you as you go. May they line your pocket with memory to remind us when you've gone. You can leave something of beauty. May the prodigals of your passing, the stalks unbent and petals shining, of the strength that made you here. The sunflowers unfold in the dawning. Set the fields ablaze in golden hue. May they follow sun till gloaming. The sky above, yellow flowers below. From east to west grow resolutely. Cheer of days to last throughout the night. So this is the part of the program where I have to inform you that I have good news and I have bad news,
What?
regardless of what platform you find yourself on.
Oh my goodness, no.
And the bad news is we only have one more song for you.
What? Just one more song?
But the good news is we have one more song for you.
Wow. Oh, and hey, also, wow, that's really loud. Sorry, guys. What other bad news do we have? We're taking a break next week.
Are we?
I don't know if we'll be home in time. Will we be home in? We don't. Will we
So
be
here's
home in
the
time?
thing.
Yeah, because we're going to be driving home from Ren
We're going to
Fair.
be driving home from Maryland Ren Festival. So yesterday I left after the last Wine and Alchemy show, and I was home by 6, but that wasn't Labor Day.
True.
So the
It'd
plan
be easier to get
is
home.
to do the same thing, which would give us plenty of time to get set up. If there's a show next week, we might not know until the night.
Yeah.
So the plan at this point is to be here to do a show.
Yeah.
And if we do, it's going to be a random access melody show.
Oh, my favorite. I even had the cards ready.
Yeah. So
I was like, oh, Jeremy's got a set list tonight.
we
and
do.
I even had
We never reshuffled the cards
No,
from when
yeah.
we played last week.
Yeah.
So it will be a completely different random access melody from last time, although we might have some overlap with tonight,
Yeah.
which
it's
isn't
Labor
a
Day.
terrible
So, I mean, if you guys want us to be on Labor Day, yeah, we'll do it if we're here. 'Cause that's how we roll. Because
Yeah.
why not? I mean, music's fun. Maybe it'll just be like a little short one.
Yeah.
Sharing stuff, you know.
Yeah, we'll be talking a little bit
Gosh.
about Maryland Ren Fest.
There'll be so much to share because I'll have 3 days of fair.
Yeah, with a lot of video and a lot of pictures. So
Yeah. It could be really cool.
we'll definitely add some things to the opening reel for sure.
Anyway.
And we'll have some video that we probably won't share right away next week, but should be showing up on YouTube. So I will post links to that on Facebook in the coming weeks. So you can see a little bit of me with Wine and Alchemy if you can't make it to Maryland. I think if you can make it to Maryland, it will be better. Live is always better.
Live is better, but this is good
But
too.
some of you have quite a haul.
This is good too.
Yeah. So we'll do our best to replicate the experience for you.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we'll just stay in our costumes. No, it would be really sweaty.
I mean,
It'd be like a real Ren Fair experience. Too bad we can't have that smell, that color smell. or
yeah,
whatever.
smell-o-vision.
Ren Fair smell.
Yeah. Well, if you want to get the proper experience, maybe cook some turkey bacon for too long to replicate the drumsticks, the turkey legs.
That's not even like the
spill
cool part
some
of Ren
beer
Fair.
in your
Come
living
on.
room.
We all know, like, real Ren Fair well, maybe you guys get turkey legs, but I'm telling you, that's not where it's at. Wow.
Don't start.
Yeah, turkey leg battle. Go. Hey, what's this? One more song? Yay!
My wings are burning, but I'm burned out left ashes I'll rise to a new stage of life. I make way for what's lost, burn to ash, and then rise, burning up in a day, into fire's embrace. This isn't the end of me. A change from the ashes I'll rise to a new stage of life. I'll make way for what's lost, burn to ash, and then rise, burning up in a day, into fire's embrace. This isn't the end of me. A change, I am burning to ash today, and I know it comes with pain, but I know I'll come back to life, reborn, restore my flight. Friends, thanks so much for hanging out with Lori and I tonight. I am Jeremy Grafe. I do hope we'll get to see you again at the Wandering Bard again soon.
Yeah, hopefully next week it'll be a surprise.
That's right.
Yeah.
Love you all. See you soon.
Bye, friends.